that. But we shall see. Hey, Queen. How are you doing? We just getting going. How's your day? Hope it was good. Yeah, just busy. Sundays are tough for me because, you know, everything else that I have to do, and then I have to turn around and sit down and do this, you know. Hey, 20. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. Sundays are tough. Yeah. We got a lot to cover today. So I hope I can get through it all in 2 hours. Good. I got a lot of stuff I want to touch on today. So, yeah. It is hot in North Carolina. That I will tell you. It is very hot here. We were outside earlier today, and it was 89, but it felt like 99.9. It's just really hot. And when we lived in Texas, it was hot. It was like 109 degrees, you know, in the summertime there. But for some reason, North Carolina is hot too. Yeah. It was always in the 3 digits down there in Austin. And when we moved here, we didn't expect the weather to be really bad, but, you know, it's just hot today, I guess, or this week or whatever. So anyway, there's a couple things I wanted to talk to you guys about today. One of the first things I wanted to do was to tell you all that these earrings I'm wearing, did you see these earrings? I can get closer. They have like a gold thing, like that you just pull all the way through your ear. And then they've got this flower on the end. It's like a hard plastic. It's like a hard plastic. But these earrings, actually, what's that? Oh, a piece of paper. Oh, goodness, how'd that get in there? Okay, so yeah, these earrings that I'm wearing, a friend of mine has a website where she's selling a lot of different earrings. And I really love these, and I couldn't find anything that I could wear to match them. So I put on this peach blouse. I love this peach blouse. This blouse is from Shein. But yeah, I love the little things on this blouse. But anyway, I want you guys to know about these earrings. This is the little thing they came on. You can see that. It says Monet Dior Couture. And she has a website, and I'm just going to put it in here again. Monet Dior Couture, because I think I did this last week, told you guys about this last week. But she has some really cute earrings. So this is just a pair that I got from her. And it comes in this, they come in this gold bag. And then the individual earrings come in this little bag, this cute little bag. And then they're stuck on this thing. You know, they're, you know, like most stores would be. And I have another pair that that I got from her. These are like the, I don't know, it's like some kind of a material. You know, I don't know what it is. Fringe, I guess. Yeah, it's a fringe. And these, they're like really inexpensive too. I think these were like $6 or something. I think these were probably about the same. They weren't more than like $8 for a pair of earrings. So yeah, so I got these from her. I'll let you guys see those. And then I got these from her. And I think I do have one other pair, but they're just like these, only they're silver. But yeah, I wanted to tell you guys about that. I think she's on to something here. And I like her stuff. So I just want to tell you guys about that. Also, I am wearing today the Diva, the Dashing Diva fingernails that I got from Sally's. And I like these. This is the box of the press-on nails. They're just press-on nails. They're called Diva Dashing Magical Press. And these are in a medium. Oops. These are in a medium. these nails. I just like them because they're just regular. And then they've got these that I wore last time that are longer. And these are just called long, but they're pink and white. And yeah, so the reason I brought this up is because these are lasting really well. They're lasting a lot longer than the impressed nails that I used to wear. So these last a lot longer. And of course, what I normally do is I file them first. Hey, Stacy. I file my nails first, you know, buff them or whatever, and then I put these on, and they stick really well. So that's kind of a little trick that I use, is just filing my nails and sticking them on like that. Okay. There was another thing that you guys had asked me about that I wanted to, I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I like them. Yeah. I mentioned something to you guys last week, and somebody was talking about herbs and spices and how to use them. So I mentioned this book. So I'm going to show you this book. This is not my book, by the way. This is not my book. But this is a book by a woman named Jill Norman. And it's called Herbs and Spices. The book, The Cook's Reference. Yeah, Herbs and Spices, The Cook's Reference is what it's called. And her name is Jill Norman. And I was going to tell you guys about this because a lot of you were asking me about what you should do with what spice or what herb. And this book is real cool because this book tells you not only what the spice is, but it tells you where it came from. It tells you how to use it. Like, for instance, here's a page. Hey, Annette, how you doing? So, yeah, this spice or herb book tells you, you'll see in the margins, it'll tell you a bunch of stuff about how to use the spices. It tells you the tasting notes, the parts to use, how to buy and store, growing your own, what you should put it in, and you know what it tastes good in and stuff like that. So I just wanted you guys to see this because it not only talks about the spices, but it talks about herbs too. Like it'll tell you, you know, what to do with rosemary or whatever, how to store it, you know, what it tastes good in and all that stuff. But this book is thick. It's got a ton of stuff in it. So, and also has in the back, which is kind of cool. It has little recipes. Well, not like recipes, but how to mix the spices together. So it'll tell you how to mix the spices together so that you can use them for different things. So this book is really good if you're looking for a way to use or figure out. Hey, Lalani. Hey, Grace. Hey, Grace, I sent your puffs out. You should be getting them pretty soon. So yeah, this book is really good if you're looking for something to show you how to use spices and herbs, how to grow them, where to buy them, how to store them, what they taste good in, and all that junk. So yeah, and I'll put the information down the bottom. When this video goes live, now you guys know that when I do a live, these don't, okay, Grace, yeah, it's coming. We just mailed it out the other day because my husband got busy and he was supposed to be taking us to the post office, and so it just got done. But I'll put the information at the bottom of the video once it goes live because, I mean, we're live right now. But when the video goes up, it takes a minute. And so I have to put the information in after the fact. So when you first see the video come up after this is over, it's not going to show you the stuff at the bottom until I fix it up. Okay, Ashley, I'm here listening. Sundays is cleanup day, the only day I have time to really clean. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, Ashley. The only thing we talked about was this herb book that I was recommending to people for those who are interested in that. And I just talked about these Dashing Diva nails and how well they're working. Plus my girlfriend's website for earrings. These earrings I got on are from my girlfriend's website. And I put the link in the chat for you guys who are coming late. Yeah, I put the link in the chat. Hey, Divine. Yeah, so the link's in the chat for the earrings. I love these earrings. They're kind of hard, which is cool because at first I thought they were like some kind of a feathery material. You know, I thought it was just some kind of material. But these are actually plastic. So that's really cool. I was concerned that they wouldn't be, but they're plastic. And that's great. These are so beautiful. Yeah, these are Diana Monet's earrings. Yeah, so it's I put it in there, Monet Dior Couture. But yeah, these are so adorable. And I'm glad that they're plastic because I didn't want them to be like a material. So yeah, they're cute. And she's got a lot of really cute stuff. Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is I have found something that I think works really well, and I'm going to show you. I think I told you guys not long ago that I was going to try and stop wearing, lashes. So I've been looking for some eyelash mascara that works well to make my lashes bigger or whatever. So I got this sample from Milk, and this sample is called Kush mascara, and this is just a sample. It's a small one. This one I think still costs like 12 bucks, but I got it in like a little pack. But honest to goodness, this mascara really makes your lashes thick without clumpiness. I mean, it's got a brush like every other brush, but I don't know what it is about this mascara. But when I first got this little sample that I bought, I was surprised. Now, I don't have anything on right now, but yeah, this little sample is starting to run out. So let me just show you what I did. So let me just tell you, I went to Sephora to get another one. And instead of getting one this size, I got the regular size. But let me show you what the regular size looks like. Okay, so here's the box for the regular size. I'm going to show you a comparison because this is wild. I thought this was kind of wild. So anyway, let me open this up so I can show you. Because like I said, I really like this mascara because it makes my lashes thick. Okay, so here's the other one again. The first one that I got that was like 12 bucks. Here is the one that's the regular size. Look at that. When I first pulled this thing out of that box, I thought, what the heck? That's like monster size mascara. So yeah, it's big. It's 0.34 fluid ounces. It's big. It's 0.34 fluid ounces, where this one is this is 0.10. So yeah, this was what I had at first, and this is what I ended up getting. And this sucker is huge. Yes, this is huge. I was so surprised. But I like it because it works. And I haven't even put it on yet, but I'm going to put some of it on now. So yeah, but I really like it because it's thick. Wow, it's even hard to come out of here. Yeah, but I like this stuff, so yeah. So yeah, I just like it because it really makes my lashes thicker. Because right now, like I said, I don't have any on. And I'm just putting this on in front of you guys. But I just like it. It's just, it's thick. And of course, I'm going to have to put a couple of them on or whatever, but yeah. But I just like it. It just, after you work it in and that, it's just, it's cool. I really like it. But yeah, I just couldn't believe how humongous this was. It was just like shocking me. Shock. So, okay, what I do with the little one? Here's a little one. I don't want to use up the big one when I have a little one. So anyway, another thing I wanted to do with you guys today was I wanted you guys to talk to me about why people say certain things. And I don't mean like nasty things that people say to people. I mean just like sayings. See, look at that. That's thick for a mascara. I mean, if you look at this eye, you could definitely see a difference. Yeah, see, there's nothing on this eye, and then here's this one. This mascara really thickens up your lashes, and that's what I like about it. Because like I said, if I'm not going to wear fake eyelashes, I need something that's going to make my eyelashes thick. Yeah, and this is like doing it already. Look at that. Yeah, compared to this side, yeah, I like this. I like this stuff. It's called Milk High Volume Mascara. Yeah. So I have been looking for something that I could use that was going to thicken up my lashes and this stuff. And plus, the cool thing about Milk is that they are like, oh, and let me read what it says. And they've got their information on the box. It says it's 95%. Oh, this is just an ad. 95% saw volume, 95% saw longer lashes, 90% saw thicker lashes, 90% saw lifted lashes. But what I was going to tell you is this one is one of those no cruelty to animals kind of thing. So, you know, they don't have like any cruelty to animals kind of thing. So they have stuff in here that's not like gonna mess you up or make you feel guilty. Hey Tam, how you doing? I'm just putting on some mascara to show you guys the stuff I got that I love, because it's really thickens up my lashes without me having to wear, you know, lashes. Yeah, I mean, you know, and this camera on this thing is not good, and it still looks thick. So yeah. So I'll put the information for this down there too. And just so you know, I bought this. I bought this. Nobody sent this to me for free. I paid the $24 for, well, not for this one. This one wasn't $24, but yeah, I paid the $24 for the big one, the big humongous one you just saw, which really shocks me. I just can't believe it. I don't think I've ever seen any mascara this big. I just don't believe I've ever seen it this big. It's just like huge. But anyway, okay. So what I'm saying to you guys is, I want you guys to tell me or let me or help me find out where some of these crazy sayings came from that people say. Okay, so one of them is a New York minute. Can somebody tell me what that means? What does a New York minute mean? Like somebody says, I'll be doing that in a New York minute or something about what does that mean? Because I have gotten like a page full of sayings here, and I would like to know where they came from. And the New York minute, like, I don't get it. Of course, I'm from the North, but I'm not from the North. I'm from the Midwest, and I have never understood what a New York minute means. So why? If it's fast, why? Anybody in there from New York that can tell me why people say a New York minute? I know it means fast. I just don't know why, where they got it from. Anyway. Yeah, y'all can go look it up on Google if you want to tell me. But yeah, I understand it means fast. I just don't know where it came from. Okay, here's another one. Where did get on my last nerve come from? I mean, I know what it means. But where did get on my last nerve? And who determined what nerve was the last one? I always thought that was so weird when my sister used to say, "You getting on my last nerve." I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Which nerve is that? Can I get on the others? So yeah, that was another one that I just thought was kind of weird. Get on your last nerve. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Okay. Preaching to the choir. What does preaching to the choir mean? Doesn't the preacher preach to the choir when he's preaching to everybody else? Somebody's country grandma. Okay, Tam. The rest of the nerves have been used. Okay, Stacy. The rest of the nerves have been used. So we getting on the last one. Oh, Johnny Carson created the New York Minute? Really? That's interesting. Okay, I know he used to say it. Yeah, I knew he used to say it. Okay, here's another one. Between a rock and a hard place. Where did that come from? What's between a rock and a hard place? What is it? Oh, the choir is already in agreement. Okay, Stacy. So then if he's preaching to the choir, then since the choir is already part of, so you're assuming that the choir agrees with everything the preacher says. That may not necessarily be true. So I'm kind of trying to figure this preaching to the choir thing out. If they're supposed to be in agreement with the pastor, then I guess that's true. But if they're not, but I get it. Okay. I get that one, preaching to the choir. Okay. So the rock and a hard place. So somebody tell me where that came from, between a rock and a hard place. Where'd that come from? Why do people even say that? I'm between a rock and a hard place. $1900? $1900? Does that mean when it came out in 1900? Okay. I'm just curious because like I said, some of these things I'm just trying to figure out. Now, I tell you one that you're never going to figure out. Oh, hard times. Okay, a rock and a hard place is hard times. So we're between a rock and a hard place. So whatever the hard place happens to be, we can't get out. Is that it? I guess that's it. We can't get out. During a crisis. Okay. Hard times during a crisis. Okay, Stacy and Queen. Okay. I see y'all got me. I appreciate it. Okay. Oh, here's one that I know you're not going to figure out because I didn't even understand it when my mother used to say it. Oh, yeah, like now. Right, Ashley. We're between a rock and hard place right now. That's true. You're right. Absolutely. Okay, here's one that my mother used to say, and I still don't know what it means. So if you guys have ever heard of this one, let me know. Wake up and see Cleveland. that one threw me. When my mother, when I was a little girl, my brothers, she would be talking to my brothers and sisters, and I don't know what it was she was trying to tell them, but she used to say, "You better wake up and see Cleveland." I'm like, what does that mean? I could never get her to explain that. What does wake up and see Cleveland mean? Is there something wrong with Cleveland? Is Cleveland like some kind of reality check or something? Because I'm like, I mean, I'm sure the people in Cleveland don't appreciate it if that's the case. Because if Cleveland does that, that kind of puts Cleveland in a bad light. Yeah, that was a weird one. My mother used to say that all the time. You better wake up and see Cleveland. I'm like, okay, so Cleveland must be my reality check. Cleveland must be a really rough place then for me to have to wake up and see it and come to some realization, right? Does it mean take off the rose-colored glasses? Stacy, that's possible. That's possible. It probably does. Oh, Google doesn't even know what it means. See there? My mother must have made it up. If Google doesn't know what it means, she must have made it up. Okay, here's another one. Sick as a dog. I'm sick as a dog. That's so cute. Yeah, my mother used to come up with all kinds of things. So what does it mean to be sick as a dog? Can a dog get sick? Does a dog get sicker than other people or something? I mean, I'm not understanding the sick as a dog one. How come I can't be sick as a pig or sick as a cat or sick as a horse? I say that a lot, really sick. Really sick. But I mean, does a dog get sicker than any other animal? That sick as a dog is something you come up with? I don't understand. Why can't I be sick as I don't know. Maybe I can be sick as a cow. Sick as a rabbit. Now, sick as a dog, I still don't care. If you guys want to look up sick as a dog, you can tell me what that one means. Okay, here's one. How about who you telling? 1705, Queen said. What does who you telling mean? When somebody says something, somebody else will turn around and say, who you telling? What does who you telling mean? What does that mean? I don't understand. Can anybody tell me what who you telling means? Unclear your dog. Unclear your dog. Queen says unclear your dog. Okay, so does anybody know what who you telling means? Oh, it means I already know. Queen says it means I already know. Ashley, I never understood that. I guess it means they know already. Okay. So who you telling is it kind of like a cosigning thing? Maybe it's a cosigning thing. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Okay, Queen. What about lickety split? Now that one's real old, but I've heard people say that a lot. I'm going to do that lickety split or something's going to happen. Lickety split. What is lickety split? What is it? What's a lickety? I don't understand lickety split. I don't know what that means. Lickety split. That was always so weird to me to hear people say that, lickety split. I don't get that one. Really fast. But where did that word come from? Is that even a word, lickety? Is lickety a word? Lickety split. Yeah, that one I was kind of lost about that one. I was kind of lost about that one. Google says it's ice cream. Well, maybe because the word lick is in there. Ice cream. Super fast. Okay, Leilani. Super fast. Okay, what about sure as you're born? Old folks used to say that. Sure as you're born. Something, something, something. Do you know what sure as you're born means? Sure as you're born. I don't get that one. Yeah, that was another one. I just, I was like, okay. So I thought I'd come to you guys and just ask you some of these because I was like, okay, what do these things mean? Why do people say these things? I don't get it. Yeah. But yeah, sure as you're born was another one that I didn't get. So do you guys know any? Do you guys know any? Ashley says you're born, so they really mean it. Lol, guess I don't know. Oh, so it's like a guarantee, I guess. Oh, absolute. Stacy says it's absolute. Okay. Okay. Do you guys know any? Can you guys think of any? Those were my big ones. Those are the ones I was trying to figure out. Because I was like, well, let me ask my ladies, because I know they probably know the answer. So I thought I'd come and ask y'all. I got something else too. What was it? I got something else. Oh, I am looking for some advice on a home delivery service. Have you guys used home food delivery services? I'm not talking about like Deal Dash and people like that come in, like Grubhub. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who send you meals home, send you meals to your house, and either you have to fix them or you can just throw them in the microwave, whatever. I have tried 2. And the one that I tried was HelloFresh. And I thought the food was okay, but I didn't like having to cook it. I'm looking for something I don't have to cook. So, yeah, so I tried HelloFresh. And like I said, I liked it, but I don't want to cook it. Oh, you wanted to, but you were scared, right? Okay, yeah, right. So the only reason I did it the first time is because they gave you some kind of deal. Oh, Every Plate? What's Every Plate, Queen? Where are they out of? Do you know? Because I have tried HelloFresh. And like I said, I thought the food was good. Okay, JJ said Swan's is pretty good and Omaha Steaks has great meals included. Now, see, I thought Omaha Steaks only had meat. I didn't think they actually had meals. Wolferman's? Wolferman's. I've never heard of Wolferman's, Stacy. I have to look that up. Swan's and Wolferman's. Oh, similar to HelloFresh. Oh, Every Plate is. Okay. Yeah, because I just don't want to cook it. So I tried Freshly. I tried Freshly because they send you the food already fixed and you throw it in the microwave. I did not like that. It didn't have any taste. Now, I have to admit that if you're a person who's looking for one of those delivery services that doesn't like put a lot of seasoning in the food, they don't put a lot of salt. Like if you're trying to cut back on salt and stuff like that, Freshly would be great for you because Freshly has no flavor. It's bland. And well, actually, that's not true. One of them that they sent, of the 3 that I tried, and I only tried 3, it was really bland. JJ says, ooh, not Omaha Steaks, crock pot meals, skillet meals. Okay. Steaks. Oh, Steaks has. Oh, okay. I didn't know they had meals. I thought they just had meat. So I have to check that out. I didn't know they had meals. I thought they just had meat. I know my husband would probably love to get something from Omaha Steaks because he loves steaks. But yeah, I'm trying to find one that I don't have to cook the food because I'm real busy and I just don't want to do that. Oh, they have good seafood too? Oh, JJ, while you were sitting up here talking to me, I did not get your address. So your ponytail is still sitting here. So you need to email me your address so that I can send you the ponytail because I already sent Grace's out. She gave me her email right away. But I need to get your email, JJ. So I can send out the ponytail because I didn't get it. If you sent it to stilllookinggood58@gmail.com, I didn't get it. Okay, Stacy, you love Omaha seafood. I'm going to try that because I did not know that they even delivered stuff like that. I know I sent that email while you were live last week. Yeah, well, send it again because I didn't get it. I looked in my spam too, and I didn't see it in my spam. So send it to, and Still Looking Good only has 1 G in it. Okay, it's Still Looking Good with 1 G. It's looking, like not looking. So yeah, it only has 1 G. So if you sent it to Still Looking Good with 2 G's, then I didn't get it. So they have whole dinners with desserts. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to check them out. Wolferman's does then. Yeah, JJ, there's only 1 G. That's probably why, because I've had people do that before. Yeah, there's only 1 G. Yeah. So I'm gonna try the Wolferman's and the Every Plate and see if I like those, because I just don't want to cook it. I don't have time. I really don't. I got something that I want to tell you guys. I'm gonna show you something. Hold on. Okay. I don't know how you guys feel about art or pictures or whatever, but if you're looking for some photos that you want to put in your house, like get framed or whatever, Wolferman's has quiches. Oh, I like quiche. The baked goods I got to stay away from, Stacy, but I do like the quiche. So if you guys are looking for a plate, great suggestions. Thank you. I never tried those food. Yeah, right. Yeah, see, people be dropping knowledge in here. That's what I like about the people that come on here. They be dropping knowledge. I'm going to show you this picture. This picture, this isn't anybody that I know, by the way, but this picture is a picture of 3 women on Easter in Chicago back in 1941. These are 3 women that are waiting on the Easter parade in Chicago in 1941. Now, they look really fair-skinned, but they're black. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I got this picture for free. And I'm going to tell you that there's a whole ton of them on this website I'm about to tell you about, of just random shots of African Americans all over the country that are free. And what I did was I found the pictures and then I printed out the, they come in like a TIFF format or they come in a BMP format, and you can print them out and blow them up and they're free. So this is just one picture that I found on the website, and I'm going to tell you about in a minute. Back in the 30s when there was the whole, people had lost their jobs and stuff after the 29 crash. You don't remember this, but this is history. In 1929, after the crash, President Roosevelt, I think it was, when he came up with the whole WPA program, it was like a work program for people who were artists and stuff to try to get the country back to work. And so one of the things that he did was he commissioned a bunch of photographers to take pictures of people. And this one particular photographer went from the East Coast to the West Coast and took pictures of Black life. So there is about 600 or more pictures on this website that you can download for free and then get them blown up and put in your house. And that's where I got this picture. So I'm going to tell you where to go to get them. And it's going to be a place that's going to surprise you. It is the Library of Congress. And I'll put the specific link in the description after this video gets uploaded. Then you can come back and go to that. But there's a website, there's a section of the Library of Congress website that has nothing but pictures of Black people from the 30s and 40s all over the country. And the pictures are just amazing. They're amazing. And the things that Black people were doing in the 30s and 40s was amazing. They have pictures of law students sitting in a room studying. They have pictures of young men at like Howard or Hampton and Tuskegee in science classes. And you could see them with the flasks and all the stuff, you know. I mean, it just helped me to appreciate that even back in the 30s and 40s, Black people were moving and shaking. They were doing stuff. And there's one picture on there in Chicago of a bunch of teenagers at a skating rink, but they're dressed to the nines. I'm telling you, they got on suits and they're skating. And it's a bunch of teenagers. They've got on suits. Like some of the guys have vests on, and the women have dresses. And I mean, it's just, they were just doing it back then. But on the flip side of that, when you go to the website, on the flip side of that, there are some pretty depressing pictures as well. Because this gentleman went out to, he went to Mississippi, he went to, Louisiana, he went to Kansas, he went wherever he could find Black people. And there's a couple of pictures that aren't that cool, that you can see Black people in really depressed areas. There's some picking cotton. I guess they were sharecroppers because slavery was over by then, but they're picking every body. And like I said, from doctors, there's pictures of doctors, Black doctors. There's pictures of nurses. There's pictures of Black women working in factories. Just like, you remember the picture back in the day where the women had the little hat, the little scarf tied on their head, and it was like this because they were helping with the war effort or whatever. There's Black women that are in there. Because the little white girl with the red hair that they were showing in that picture years ago, there are Black people that were doing the same thing. So I just wanted you, there was a Black guy that was pumping gas. He worked at a gas station where he had the little hat on and he was pumping gas for people. I'm just telling you, I was floored. I was floored when I found the pictures, but I was also very impressed that they're free. You can download them. And what I did was I downloaded about 15 of them that I really liked. And I sent them to my husband so he could get them printed for me. But yeah, and speaking of printing things, I don't know if you guys know, but Walgreens, not only do they print your regular pictures, but Walgreens can fix a picture. I had a picture of my husband's sister, real old picture, and it was kind of like messed up, like somebody had drawn stuff over it and stuff like that, but he loved his sister so much. And I took that picture, and I actually took a picture of the picture. I took a picture of the picture with my camera and sent it to Walgreens. They fixed that picture up so nice. I cried when I saw it. I could not believe the good job that they did repairing old pictures. So if you're looking for some place to get an old picture restored, I could not believe that Walgreens took care of it. They did a really, really good job. I think they send it out. They probably send it out because it took a minute to get it back. But man, I just took a picture. I didn't even have to send the original. I just took a picture and sent it to them through their little, they have like an app, and I just shot it to them through that app, and they mailed me back the picture, and it just looked fabulous. It looked fabulous. So yeah, you guys might want to check that out. Yeah. But so I want to tell you guys about this Library of Congress because they had a lot of pictures. Hold on for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. I just wanted to show you guys the other pictures that I got. This is one of the pictures I was telling you about. This guy, I think, is in Kansas. This man is living in this house that looks like it's about to fall down. I mean, look at that. He's holding on to the pole, and the pole looks like it's about to fall. The roof looks like it's about to fall down. This picture was taken, I believe, in the 30s in Kansas. And the man who lives here is a sharecropper. Well, he didn't live there now because it was back in the 30s, but he was a sharecropper. And the caption of the picture said that the farmer that he worked for refused to repair anything on the house he was renting. Plus, he wasn't getting hardly any money because he was a sharecropper. So, I mean, there's pictures like this on there that this guy took. And he explains, he gives you the background, the backstory of some of these pictures. That's how I knew about those girls and why they were sitting there, because he gives you the backstory. So the website is fabulous. You should go. So here's another picture. This picture is a little girl and her daddy. I thought that was so cute. This is a little girl and her daddy. This is from 1942. And it says shipyard worker with his daughter in Newport News, Virginia. So I put the captions down there myself because once I got the pictures, and he has the explanations underneath the pictures, I just kind of put my own explanation so I wouldn't forget. But yeah, I thought this was so cute of this man and his daughter in 1942. And he's a shipyard worker in Newport News. And so, yeah, that's him and his daughter. So like I said, there are tons of pictures of Black people on the site. Tons of them. And they're from all over the place. And you might not notice it, but this thing he's got on his head, that's a political button. That's what they used to do back in the day. That's a political button on his hat. Back in the day, people used to wear those on their hats to advertise the people they were voting for or whatever. So I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah. So yeah, you guys have to check it out. I will put I'll give you the direct link because I don't want you going to the Library of Congress and having to search all over creation to find what I'm talking about, because sometimes I even have a hard time finding it. But yeah, once you get there, it will tell you, it'll show you all the pictures, and what you can sometimes may have to do is to search for certain things you're looking for. Like if you search for Washington, D.C., let's say you search for Washington, D.C., it'll show you the pictures of the people in Washington, D.C. A lot of them are from Howard. If you search for absolutely amazing social adventure cotton pictures. Yeah, I can't wait to check this out on the library. Yes, it is. It's amazing. I spent hours there once I found it. And let me tell you how I found it. I was in Atlanta and I was at the Chick-fil-A. No, it wasn't Chick-fil-A. Was it Chick-fil-A? Was it Chick-fil-A? No, it was Zaxby's. That's what it was. I was in Zaxby's in Atlanta, actually Stone Mountain. And in the Zaxby's, when I went in there, I was waiting for my order, and they had this huge picture on the wall of these 3 little boys. And the 3 little boys were in 3-piece suits. And I know it was the 40s because they were sitting on a car that was really, really old. And they were styling and profiling while this guy took their pictures because it was Easter. So it was sort of like the picture with the girls that I just showed you. But these were 3 little boys that were way younger than these girls. And the 3 of them were sitting on a car. And I said to myself, where in the world did they get that picture? And I've seen the picture other places since then. But I was so curious, I just started looking up on the internet, 3 little boys on a car, 1940s, 1930s, whatever I could find. And that's how I ended up finding all these pictures, because that picture was in there with this 600 or more pictures that this guy took on this Library of Congress website. So I was surprised I found the boys, but then when I did, all these other pictures popped up and I'm thinking, oh my God, how come I've never seen these? How come I didn't know this was available? So yeah, and like I said, you could go to the website now, but I can't remember what exactly it's called. I think it might be the Farmers something. I don't know. Let me see if I can find it real quick, because I don't have the link right now. I guess I should have, so I apologize for that. But yeah, they had some kind of a WPA program. It was a work program for artists, because they were putting people back to work. So they were putting photographers, and they paid people to write poetry. I mean, they were trying their best to get people jobs, and that's what they did. So, like I said, this guy took these pictures for this program. So let me see here. Prints and photographs online catalog. Okay, so let's see. I may be able to give it to you now if I can get it to come up. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, it's an online catalog and you can print out the pictures. Let's see here. I'm just seeing if I can find it. Oh, wait, is this one it? Is that it? I'll have to find it for you guys because I can't find it. But yeah, it's the coolest thing. let me see. I might be able to find it. It's the coolest thing. They did it for, okay, WPA was the Works Progress Administration, part of FDR's New Deal. Exactly, JJ. That's what it was. And they took these pictures as part of that program. And I'm looking on their website to try and see if I can get the right link. But they have a lot of other pictures too. They have pictures from, is this it? The Farm Security? I think this might be it. Farm Security Administration Office of War Information color photograph. Oh, no, that's not it. This is color photographs. I know mine aren't color. But you can get all kinds of stuff on here for free. All kinds of pictures. There's pictures about the war effort. There's pictures about the Civil War. I mean, there's tons of pictures on here. And I don't know that people necessarily know about all of that. But there's baseball pictures on here from back in the day. Yeah, but I'll get it. I'll get it and I'll share it with you guys because I can't find it right now. But yeah. But that's really, really cool because if you guys can go there and find some stuff that you like I said, I downloaded the pictures so that I could put them in frames and put them in my house because I was just totally impressed with what I saw there. Yeah. Yeah. So there was something else I was going to share with you guys. Oh, colored wigs. That's what we were supposed to be talking about. We were supposed to be talking about choosing a colored wig. Now, I don't know if the majority of you that are in here today are older or not, but sometimes people will tell us, because we're older, that we should not be wearing certain colored wigs, that we should not be walking around with blue hair, or that we shouldn't have purple hair, or that we shouldn't wear blonde or whatever it is because we're older. Personally, for me, I love blonde, and I'm gonna wear a blonde wig in a minute, in a New York minute. I'll wear a blonde wig in a New York minute because I love blonde. But I've got a couple of things that I'm gonna be bringing to you guys shortly that are colored wigs, and I want you guys to tell me when I do the reviews what you think. Because one of the colors is one that I have absolutely never in my life worn. But I wanted to try it. And it's a new wig. It's a new wig, but it's not a traditional color. So I'm going to be doing a review on that one shortly. And I'm going to have you guys tell me what you think about it. And in general, though, I don't want you guys to feel like, yeah, people should do what makes them happy. Exactly. I don't want you guys to feel like because you're older, there are certain things that you can't wear. I think that we just need to use good judgment. And if your close friend, I think somebody had asked in here a while back, if your close friend, your husband or somebody tells you, no, you can't go outside looking like that, I might trust them. But I would not let anybody else dictate what I wear. Because I think as far as colored wigs go, you kind of have to do what you feel. And I think that's real important, to just do what you feel. I did a series last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. I did a series last year called Wig Color of the Week. And I did a blonde wig. I did an orange looking colored wig. I did a burgundy colored wig. And I forgot what the fourth color was, but I did 4. And like that orange one, I'd never worn an orange colored wig before. And then the other one I had was like burgundy. I never thought I'd ever wear any kind of a burgundy wig. But I mean, it didn't look bad. I thought it was way too long for me. But anyway, yeah. So I was talking about that. So if you guys haven't seen that, you can look at that last year. But I'm going to come to you with a couple of colored wigs in the near future and see what you guys think, just so we can have that conversation. Because I want to know, you know, what colored wig would you wear to work? For me, since I'm now in banking, I would probably wear something conservative. I probably wouldn't wear the blonde to work. Now, if I worked for a retail company, let's say for the sake of argument that I was a makeup artist at Dillard's. If I was a makeup artist at Dillard's, I'd probably wear whatever color wig I felt like wearing, because of the fact that I would be in what they call the artsy kind of craftsy field. And people expect you to do things that are a little bit more avant-garde, as they say. because of the fact that that's the field you're in, and people like that tend to experiment a lot more than people who are in a more conservative business. Especially if you work in if you work in some kind of financial or attorney or something type place, I probably would not wear a blonde wig, just for me. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with a blonde wig, but I probably wouldn't wear one because I would probably have to wear one from day one and then always wear it so they think it was mine. But I think in businesses like that, even if they don't say anything to you, if nobody says anything to you and you walk in there with a purple wig, what colored wig do you think would be appropriate for me? I'd probably just wear a regular color, like a 1, a 1B, a 2, a 4. I think a 1B30 would be fine. I even think an FS 427, like a 427, I think would be fine. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you guys should know all the colors at this point. But a number 1 is just your straight black. Then your 1B is like an off black. Then your 2 is a dark brown. Your 4 is a medium brown. And then everything gets lighter after that. So your 613, for instance, is a really, really bleached blonde. I wouldn't wear a 613. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever even owned a 613. Oh, yeah, I did. I bought a 613 human hair wig and I dyed it. But yeah, so I probably would wear the 1s, the 1Bs, the 2s, the 4s. A 1B30 is like a light. It's like an off black with 30 highlights, which are like auburn highlights. So I think a 1B30 would be fine. A 427 was probably okay because a 4 is a medium brown and 27 has got blonde, is like a blonde. Hey, V. So there'd be like blonde streaks in it. If it's a frost, there'd be blonde frosts through it. Something like that. I don't think I'd wear like a 350 or a 950, which are those burgundy and purplish colors. I probably wouldn't wear a 350 or a 950. Probably wouldn't wear blue. Not to the bank. Because like I said, they may not say anything to you, to your face. But I think unspoken things can hurt your career. And I think we talked a little bit about career not long ago. But unspoken things can hurt your career. And if you're trying to move up, let's say that you want to be a manager or a senior manager or director or something like that, you probably don't want to wear a blue wig to work, especially in a conservative company. Yeah, 99Js are subtle because they almost look brown sometimes, V. That's true. They almost look browns. Stacy says, show us an example of a colored wig that is not 1, 1B, 2, or 4. All right, hold on. Okay. Here we go. Stacy asked for it. Okay, so for instance, this is the Valentino wig. This wig is not a 1B, 4, or 2. This wig has a bunch of different colors in it. This wig has blondes, browns, reds, and I'm not saying that something like this would not be appropriate, but this is like not a 1B. This is like, for instance, at the top is probably a 2. You might, that might be a 2. Yeah, because these are all brown. So that's probably a 2. Like I said, the color of this wig is called FF Golden Brown. So they don't tell you what all the colors are. But at the top, this is probably a dark brown. And then in here is probably like, this is probably a 27 and a 30 mixed together or something like that. So that's the difference. I don't have any 613 wigs here, so I couldn't show you what that looks like. But I mean, I could probably show you a care card with a 613 on it. But a 613 is like that bleach blonde that you always see on people. Let me see if I have a card that'll show you one. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, here's one that's not a 613, not a 2. This is red. I wouldn't wear this to work, but it's red. So yeah. I would probably wear that that Valentino wig to work. Yeah, I would wear that wig to work because it's pretty and it's not like, it's subtle. It's got color in it, but it's subtle. I guess that's the big difference. Subtle color and screaming color are two different things. I would wear a subtle color to work. Matter of fact, I think I've worn one of these to work once before. Yeah, that one was red. That's the one I'm going to be reviewing for you guys shortly. So, yeah, that was your sneak peek, V. That was your sneak peek. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, see, so most of the stuff that I have is browns, or they've got blonde in them, or red, or something like that. Valentino colors are nicely highlighted. Yes, they are. And you know, it's so sad that they aren't doing anything right now. It is so sad to me that Freetress Equal has like dropped the ball. They could have capitalized on that Valentino wig. I just really don't understand it, because the color of those wigs was awesome. I love red hair, so I can't wait to see that one. Yeah, yeah, I figured I would go out on a limb on that one, Love Yourself. I decided I would try it because it's a new wig. I'm not going to tell you the one it is, but it's a new wig. I mean, it's not like brand new in the sense that you've not seen it. I think I've seen 1 or 2 people review it already. Thank you for the ideas for colors to wear to work. Yeah, I would just be cautious and mindful of what my intent is. If I worked in a call center and I just answered the phone all day and I was in a big room with a bunch of other people that, you know, come to work casual, I wouldn't really care about what color my hair was. I would wear whatever I want, because you're in a call center and a lot of times they don't really care. They're not looking at you as somebody that's going to move up the ladder, because that's not what your position is. Now, on the flip side of that, if you're working in a call center and you're answering phones and you want to move up to manager or supervisor or whatever, then I think you need to be careful about the way you look so that you can be perceived as someone who could possibly be moved up. You know what I mean? Because perception is everything. If you come to work and you have nose rings and a bunch of tattoos and your hair is pink, they're not necessarily going to look at you as having the potential. Even if you do, you may be the smartest person in that room, but what they perceive about you is going to make the difference. And I know that's very sad, but it's very true. You can't get around it. Perception is everything. So it depends on what it is that your intent is at that particular job. If you know you're going to a new company and you are trying to figure out what kind of hair you should wear, think about what your job is, what you want your job to be, especially if you want to go in there and move up, and how you think that the way you dress or look is going to indicate your interest in becoming a leader there. Because that's what they're going to be looking at. If you come in there and, like I said, if you got a bunch of tattoos and you got a bunch of rings all up your ear and all that kind of stuff, they may not necessarily look at you as someone that they could move up, somebody that they could put in front of stakeholders. You know what I mean? I was in the military, and if a black woman changed her hair color, it would most likely be out of regulation, but a white woman could dye her head bleach blonde or red the next day and nothing said. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just giving you the reality of it. You know, I'm not saying that it's fair, but we know the world we live in. There was a movie that came out years ago called Ben-Hur. And I remember that Ben-Hur was having a conversation with one of the Roman leaders. And the Roman leader said, the grown man knows the world he lives in. And I never forgot that. The grown man knows the world he lives in. So take that to heart. Are you saying a 1B or a 2? Oh, to wear to office? A 1B is off black and a 2 is dark brown. And either one of those I think would be fine. Yeah, but like I said, if you, depending on what it is that you're trying to do, what your intent is, and understanding what people's perceptions can be about how they look at as an executive, how they look at what a manager should look like, how they look at what a supervisor should look like, you just need to take it to heart. Now, whether you still want to work there because, you know, maybe you fit, you may think, oh, well, they're all stupid and narrow-minded. And well, you can think that, but that's not going to get you the promotion. You may have to go someplace else where they don't care that you have 5 rings up your ear and tattoos and all of that. You need to go somewhere where they don't care. You know, some places don't. But you have to know where you are. You have to know that culture, I guess. Yeah, company culture is a huge thing when it comes to how you navigate your environment. Stacy says, "What? Maybe that is what your mom meant by Cleveland." I want to move up and get the bag. Yeah. Yeah. Wake up and see Cleveland. That's what she said. And my assumption is that she meant that you need to understand what the real deal is. And if Cleveland ain't the real deal, then I guess nothing is. But yeah, so yeah, in terms of what color you wear, I think you just need to consider where you're going and where you're trying to go in terms of upward mobility. And like I said, I'm not saying that it's correct that they have those perceptions. I'm just saying that that's the reality of it, especially in corporate America. In retail, it might be different. You know, it's different in a factory. I worked in a factory when I first got out of high school. Like you guys know, I was a sandblaster. But you know what's funny? When I worked at that factory, me and my girlfriends, we dressed to go to that factory. I know that factory was not a place where you needed to get dressed up. But me and my 2 girlfriends, we dressed when we went to that factory. We were looking good every day. And it was because we knew where we wanted to go. We knew we wanted to move up. What is the safe bet for corporate? A 1, a 1B, a 2, and a 4. I would say a 99J is probably okay too. I just would not wear a 613. I mean, that's just me. I wouldn't wear a 613. And it's not just because I'm fair skinned. I just wouldn't wear 613 to work. I don't know. I just wouldn't. I mean, it's like 613 is like Mary J. Blige color, you know, blonde. They're really bleach blonde. I just wouldn't wear it. I mean, I think that, for instance, when Mary J. wears blonde, when she wears a blonde short wig, she looks dynamite. She looks dynamite because her makeup goes really well. She always wears the light lipstick and her eyeshadow was on point. Mary J. looks good in a 613. And she does it tastefully, I guess is what I want to say. It looks tasteful on her. So I guess that makes a difference too. Depending on how you present it makes a big difference too. You might be able to wear a red wig and get rid of it if you present it properly. JJ says, even Macy's and lens crafters tell their employees the colors they can wear and what is appropriate. That's funny because since I've been at the bank, they have not told me anything about how I'm supposed to dress. But then I have not been in the office since COVID. I got hired like right when COVID was going on. So I've not been in the office yet. But if I were to go into the office, I'd probably wear a ponytail. More than likely, I'd probably wear this ponytail or some kind of ponytail that looks normal and, doesn't make me stand out too much. Stacy says she has people to dress her and is entertained. That's true. She does. Mary J has people to dress her. That's true. But you can still look at them. You can still look at somebody like that and copy that look, especially if you feel like it's appropriate. I think that Mary J does the blonde thing tastefully. And I think that if you just like copied her makeup or copied her hair, if you're a brown skinned sister or, dark skinned sister, I think you could look good in it if it's done tastefully. But, I can't tell you what your company's going to say because I don't know. You'd have to find out what your company policy is, like JJ said. You have to know your company's policy, first of all. And then you have to decide for yourself what you think the perception is going to be. Do you think they're going to perceive it well or not? Do you think it's going to be a distraction? For instance, I'm a project manager. Oh, yeah. Mary J is gorgeous, and she likely has a team of makeup art. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, platinum blonde. Yeah. I actually saw a blonde that Bobby Boss had a blonde wig that I really wanted, and I didn't get it, but it was really nice. It wasn't platinum, it was like charcoal. And I really like that charcoal color. But yeah, I just think that you have to understand the climate, know what the rules are, and depending on whether you want to move up or you're just there for a minute, you know, you can act accordingly. If you're at a job and you're just like working there part-time and you don't really care about staying there or nothing like that, I guess you can dress however you like, because it's not going to matter, because they're not considering you for any kind of upward position. But I think if you have ambition to move up somewhere, depending upon the culture and the type of business it is, I think you just need to take a hint from the people that you see. How are the managers dressing? How do the directors look? You know, what's the VP wear to work every day? I mean, you know, what about going gray? You mean as far as work goes? I'm going gray. As you can see, I'm going gray, and I haven't decided whether I'm going to dye it again or not, but I think I'd wear my gray because that's natural. Going gray is natural. It's not like you're trying to pull something off, you know. If you're going gray, you're going gray. I think as long as your hair is done nicely, I don't think it really matters, because everybody's going to have streaks. I've got streaks of gray in my hair I can't even see because it's in the back of my head. But yeah, I know that I'm going to go gray like my sister did, and I really didn't want that. But I'm going to go gray like her. Her gray came in like here, and then just a bunch of lines, you know, all over the place. And I think I'm kind of going to go there. What if you're older and go all gray? You know what? I have seen some beautiful Black women that are all gray. Beautiful. Yes, I love gray hair. My hubby hair is gray. It means you're wise, right? Yeah, you could dye it gray. It's funny because I remember years ago there was a presidential election, and there was some guy who was an older guy, like a general or whatever. I can't remember his name, but he was running for president at the time. That I think might have been Reagan. Reagan might have been running. And some comedian was making a joke. And they said, if you think that Ronald Reagan dyes his hair black, then you get a certain number of points. But if you think this colonel dyes his gray, you get more points. Because I think they were saying that he's got this older look because he wants to show that he is mature or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. But yeah, I think I have seen some very, very beautiful all gray, platinum gray Black women that, you know, I could only dream that my hair can come in and look that gray, look that good gray. But again, they could be dyeing it, because you can dye your hair gray. I think, was it last year or year before last, a lot of young people, a lot of women in their 20s and earlier were dyeing their hair gray. So it was a thing for a minute. I think it was either last year or year before that. I noticed a lot of young girls were doing the gray thing. And I thought, wow, that's interesting. But yeah. So yeah, you could dye gray. But yeah. But I don't think there's anything wrong with gray. I think they expect us as older women to be gray. I don't think they expect us to walk in with orange hair, but I think they do expect us to be gray. So yeah. So anyway, there was something else I was going to talk to you guys about. So let me see if I can find it. I have to write my notes down because I forget of what I'm going to talk to you guys about or tell you about. All right. What else? Okay, we talked about the nails. We talked about the hair color. We talked about the mascara. We talked about the pictures. We talked about my girlfriend's earrings, which I told you guys about. Monet, Dior, Couture. These plastic earrings that I got from her that I'm simply absolutely in love with. I think they were like $8 or $6 or something. I just absolutely love these earrings. See, they're on this long thing. You know, they're just on this long thing. And I just think they're so pretty. And I think I didn't pay more than $6 or $8 for these. I like it. And now I'm not going to be able to get them back in my ear, obviously. But yeah, these are beautiful. I love them. But yeah, you guys should go check her out. She's got some cool stuff. I think that's all I had. I have a video tomorrow that's dropping at 5:15. It's my first sponsored video. So yeah. So, and in the coming weeks, I've got a couple of new things for you guys that I'm bringing. I won't buy a wig until I've seen it reviewed on YouTube. You know, a lot of people are like that, JJ. That's how I first got on YouTube. I was looking for wigs when I first got on YouTube, and I started watching Hearts and Cake 90. And after I saw her, that's when I decided I was going to start a channel, because I didn't see people my age doing this. And I thought, when you walk up in a church, how many young people have on a wig and how many old people have on a wig? I mean, young people are going to have on a wig, but you're going to see a lot of older women with wigs on up in the church. So, you know, you cannot tell me that we don't wear wigs and, you know, don't want help in choosing them. So yeah, I like Brittany. I've been watching Brittany a long time. And that's how I started my channel, from watching her. Her and Wigs to Waist Length and Body by Kira, Trendy K. I was watching them when I first started. And yeah, so. So yeah, so like I said, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to be coming up with a couple of reviews for you. I'm going to do some cooking stuff. I am going to do one of you guys asked me to do something about how to use herbs. So besides using this cookbook, I'm going to do a video to show you guys some simple stuff, some simple ways to use some herbs and spices that you can do right now. Yeah, especially now you need a review because you can't go into stores and try on wigs. That's true. You can't try them on. That's right. It would be nice if you could. I mean, you can go into Tyson and look at the wig. You can still go in and like touch it with your gloves on or something, but you probably can't try it on. Yeah, wigs and hats. Yeah, I did a review on hats last year. I haven't gotten any hats recently, but I did a review on hats last year. And I'm going to be doing a review on some things in the next month. I'm going to do one on the herbs and spices for you guys and just kind of give you some basic stuff. I'm doing a couple more wig reviews. I'm doing a couple of different types of wigs. And yeah. So you guys be on the lookout for that. I am going to end this a little early because I haven't eaten my dinner yet and I need to fix something for my husband. So we're going to have to end before 7, but I appreciate you guys so much and I love your support, and I'm glad to do anything that I can on here for you guys. As I mentioned to you guys before, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, oh, barbecue rib, I got a bunch of those. We can talk about that. I'll mention that when I do that review because I have a couple recipes for barbecue rubs. Oh, and you should be watching Barbecue Pitmasters. Barbecue Pitmasters is good. Thanks for having me over. Always glad. Yes. I'm just so glad that you guys support me. I just really appreciate it. Love you so much. And again, whatever it is that you guys want me to review or something that you've seen or whatever, don't be afraid to drop me an email, or on Instagram, you can drop me an IG. Okay. So I'm going to go and I will see you guys later. Thank you so much and take care of yourselves. Be safe. Wear gloves. Wear a mask. Talk to y'all later. Bye.